are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. A short kick taken at the 18. But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 18 Randall.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
This one taken in by Otten. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This is 3rd and long. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings. Just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
19 tight.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. They push it back 8 yards to the 10 on 2nd down. Talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautiful. That one's going to hurt. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Hold on, listen. Hey, 57.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point line lead is up and going. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to begin their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building after their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 42. The receiver in motion left.
Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger. Mustang 19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Check pass, check pass.
First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Go, Reed, go.
Read option, this is White. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11. Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Opting to run again here with White. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum so long. He's taken down right after. Just a one-yard pickup there that's going to make it 3rd down at 6. The Saints going to call it 1st and then timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, a run from White. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They get this out quickly to the left side. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Cade Otton from 6 yards away. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Buccaneers 14, Saints 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go play fake. Mahomes. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. First down.
First and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He completes it to Olave. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
In motion left, the tight end. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This is something that team has proven against the target to pass through the air defensively. They're aware of that, and certainly with the
and they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And just not a big enough hole to break this one. He gets it to the 35 after showcasing that tough running of his. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st down, Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. The one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, receivers striking downfield, and you know they're almost thinking, he's open. The connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that, street.
They give to White on the option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, man, that's what you're supposed to do.
Run better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. White again. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
They got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and 9 situation. It seemed pretty bad. They brought it back and they were manageable with that one.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. White running to the left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The drive starts with a run by White. We'll get this up to about the 44. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now he'll try to run with this. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there. Nice game.
They knew that was what he was going to get. to the end zone.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Purple lead.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Hurt. 18 Rebel, 18 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, 79 Broncos.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got White here. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers.
2nd and 6. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan of trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that trees on it, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check back. Cut back in. 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As he'll get just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Kudos for the defense from here on that one because they were prepared the whole way. They were trying to escape and hit them for whole yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Check pass. Ready.
Going right side is White. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And they bring the big tight end across the formation left. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes.